Good morning, class. This is Mr. Palmer. I just wanted to do a quick glacier video, a little lesson about glaciers. You've been reading about them a little bit and seeing some videos on YouTube. I wanted to bring you to a place in Middleburg, just outside of Middleburg, Vroman's Nose, which a lot of you have been on. We talked about this in class briefly. So here's the behind me. You can see the view off of Vroman's Nose. And I want to talk about how Vroman's Nose formed. This, of course, was glaciated. And if I show you the valley, let's look at the valley shape of this, of here. Okay, so you notice in the far distance, we've got a U-shaped valley. Okay, so that U-shaped valley, remember, was represented by a glacier. Glaciated valley came through, glacier came through and carved out the sides. Another aspect we know that Vroman's Nose was glaciated was the striations that we see on the rock here. So let me see if I can show you these striations. Okay, so here, these long scratches, these are our striations going across the whole surface of Vroman's Nose on top here. All these long scratches here are glacial striations. Okay, so how those formed is as the glacier was coming across the top of Vroman's Nose, there was rocks that were frozen to the bottom of the glacier. And as that glacier went across the top of this rock here, it dragged it across, larger rocks than these, of course, and scratched and gouged out these long scratches that go across the surface of Vroman's Nose. Okay, these are called glacial striations. Now also right here, you can kind of see right there, that's called a chatter mark. And sometimes the rock gets caught for a second and then it chatters across, kind of like a chalk on a chalkboard, where it chatters across the top of the chalkboard or across the chalkboard. It did that here and made these little chatter marks, like a chevron rounded shape out there. And that's what that chatter mark formed from. Okay, so this is Vroman's Nose, and if you've been up here, you've also noticed the one side has a big steep cliff. So how the cliff formed, this was actually not here before the glacier came along. So I just talked about how the rocks were frozen to the glacier. Well, this cliff face, the edge of this rock here, actually froze to the edge of that, or to the glacier, and it pulled this rock right off this side of the glacier. And it plucked it, it's called plucking, it plucked it right off and ripped this whole side of the hillside right off, creating this huge cliff. So on the other side of the hill that you walk up was nice and smooth, or not as steep. And then this side, it plucked it off and pulled it off into the valley. Okay, so that's how Vroman's Nose formed. And I have a picture that I've sent with this video to show the side view, the profile of Vroman's Nose, to see that real weird shape that it formed. Okay, so I just wanted to do a quick video on Vroman's Nose and glaciers. Good job on doing your work, guys. Keep it up, please. I know it's a weird situation, but I'm really psyched to see all the work you guys have been handing in and doing for me. I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe. Hope your families are doing well, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.